Oh, it's a bit late. Well, I still need the 600 pound to get my Facebookie Laird winning. And I still has a Mackie Bookie 2017 model. Yeah, boxed. I'll bring this with me as a wedding present. Yeah. Oh dear. It don't rain, it pour, and it shine. So, after here in Rari, Pukeki, Rari, I'll bring presents and stuff, and I knew as I left that I got this £500,000 lottery win. Yeah, I've already paid £2,000 in fees. Yeah, no one's convinced me one way or the other. Yeah, that it's a scam. And I've got £600 to pay her. So I have got a nice airbook. Okay. MacBook Air, close. Airbook, okay. MacBook Air 2017 model Boxster, which was brought over as a present. I've got a few other odds and bobs as well, actually. If you happen to be interested in some BT shares made out to myself, but can soon be transferred. I've got 400 of them currently valued at £940. Of course, they go up and down. But I do, but I could be wrong, that you can't really buy them now unless you buy large quantities. And these are brought by my daddy for 5 pence each. He invests, good investment. So that's that. Now let's scratch my brain. What else have I got? Well, I've got my grandma, but I better not sell her. Oh no, I'll give that away. I bought an iPad mini, but I've given that to a friend because I promised her that as it gets complicated, as a birthday present. What got the sounds worth a bit of money, really. Well, here's only that. Oh, I have got this as well. I'm actually speaking to you now on a MacBook Pro. I believe it's a 2013. It's got a more powerful processor than the MacBook Air. And I think one of its biggest things is it's got 500 gig storage. This we'd have to haggle over, although I have been looking because it isn't a brand new model, but even so, if you're interested, you can contact us. Like I say, I'm in Rari, Pukeki, so it's really only local people who would be interested and, you know, within shouting distance of Nanarn Beach, which is one of my favourite places in the whole wide world, yeah. And, well, we could go into a larger discussion, and I have done some quite videos to Facebook saying, well, look, if a certain faction of people who win the lottery and they're scams, there should be some warning within Facebook itself, right? So I'll double over that. So why? Because I'm very interested to get these bastards put behind bars. And if we did a conceited effort, this is to Facebookie, in other words, it's just some little thing within Facebook, lottery winner or winnings or whatever, where people can instantly connect in and say, oh, I just won the lottery, or have I just won the lottery? right from word go, because apparently there's, correct me if I'm wrong, but only 20 winners a month. It is meant to be an ongoing thing, right? Yes, we're well aware that Russians are probably behind this, right? But that doesn't mean we just say, well, fuck it, they're in Russia and we'll let them get away with it. No fucking way. Oh, this is an 18 plus cosmic humour. Yeah, you don't like swearing. Well, go elsewhere. Of course I'm angry. Who wouldn't be? I'm more angry at Facebook, actually. If people are scamming people on your company, Mr. Brubaker, here, and this is for you, then I feel you should be doing a lot more about it than what's currently being done. Yeah, and that is this idea I have, that as soon as someone is informed that they have won, that there's somewhere they can contact live, and where obviously they don't have to divulge all the numbers, but you can give your details. Like I was sent a certificate with a lot of numbers on it and whatever, and they can read that out. And of course the name, whatever, John Horatio Kiss My Assy or whatever. And you should very easily and quickly be able to inform the poor individual, well, you've been scammed, I think it shouldn't stop there. Repeat, we want these bastards removed. So my thing is that, again, there is this box, whatever, it's within Facebook now. Look, I'm looking at it. You got your live and all this. Just another box, lottery, whatever. And so people can very quickly ascertain if they have been scammed. But the plot thickens. It's not just that. We want to get these bastards removed. And we can assist Facebooky in doing this. So we, the punter, say, well, okay, it's a scam. And you are interested in getting the bastards removed. Because that's my thing. That's my final statement to all my ex-friends who have said, it's a scam. I said, I don't give a fuck if it is a scam. This is 18 plus, right? I want these bastards busted. Yeah, that's right. And I feel that Facebook, to such an individual as myself, should agree, well, okay, mate, you string them along, give us loads of extra time, and we know that they're targeting you. That's it. Can't you see by actually saying, well, I've just been told I'm on the lottery, and you know that, then I can become a cooperative member. Yeah. I will cooperate with you, that is Facebook. You will then target me or surround me, because I'm like a target of them. Yeah, we're getting there. And you should be able to get a good trace on them, because they're not just after your money, although that might be them. So I digress. They might be not that sophisticated. But the thing is, you should be able to trace them if I am actively cooperating with you. And that's the other thing. You could message me and give me such things as, well, look, they said this to you. Why don't you say do this? Because you would know how to entrap them. Right? And you would inform me, obviously, as well, go out in circles. No, this isn't. They're not Kate Tim, which is the lottery winnings officer, and they're not, in my case, Maria Sholly, who is the FedEx operator, because they're criminal offences to fraudulently portray you as somebody you're not, for a start. So you can then rope in the CIA, the Mickey Mouse Club, the whole shebang, with my permission. Yeah? And it is, Mr. Trump would like this, because my suspects in this are the Russians. They're the only fucking bastards low enough to do something like this. And in their own sick, psychopathic, fucking kiss my cunt ass psychology, we own the Russia, and we are the chosen people here with our white hair and fucking blue eyes and kissing my fucking assy shit, because that's what it is. We want them removed. Yeah? Oh yeah, removed. Sorry. We the international community decide. We, right? The international community decide that internet, we call it whatever we call it, internet forgery, internet fraud, internet whatever we label it, is considered more harmful, more whatever than any other crime. Well, maybe that's a bit of exaggeration, but this is at the sort of pitch, right? And we, the international internet community, will actively pledge to work together to remove this filth, crime, whatever we call it. Meaning we do lower our bridges and we actively cooperate to remove this filth from the internet. Now we stacked up the odds. With the consumer's permission, here, we sign anything, yeah, sure, mate. You get in there like a rat. You sit there and monitor my thing. I don't give a fuck. I've got nothing to hide. Yeah, it's 18 plus. Right? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, you can monitor my fucking phone calls, my fucking kiss on my assy, my fucking messengers, the fucking lot. Yeah, and have a good laugh while you're doing it. Yeah. Maybe not everyone's prepared to do it, but I fucking well am. Kissing my assy 18 plus. Right? And there'll be a few other fuckers. Right? We need to clean up the fucking internety, yeah? So some of us, if we're prepared to do that and put ourselves under all this extra scrutiny, we should at least have a guarantee that any money we paid, we do get reimbursed, right? And then we could go into things like, if there's a successful conviction, it wouldn't be the word conviction, but successful expose, and that can be put public as well. Such and such and such and such United States of Russia, kissing my fucking assies, have now been clearly shown to be the source of such and such and such fraudulent internet activity. Do not touch this shit with a barge pole. Do not allow this shit to bank in your country and boot the shit out. Yeah, it will be like a witch hunt. Like a rat, because that's what they are. You know, where do we draw the line? Who is behind this Russian filth? Powers of darkness. Quite a few interesting concepts of going around them. What's it, this collective of businessmen again, who think they have the divine right to fuck around with the rest of us and exploit the rest of us. Oh, what's it called there? Mr. Wilcox. Someone wants that name, David Wilcox. GaiiTV. Well, let's get the whole show on board. Yeah, and he's been threatened with his life. Any fucking cunt want to threaten me, you fucking go for it. Why? This cunt has about, last count, 35 billion angelic beings. Yeah. He's not just a fucking avatar, Mr. fucking Putin cunt brain. He's a cosmic fucking avatar. Yeah. What the fuck is it? Well, that means, Mr. Putin, that he could be the black unicorn. Okay? Check it out, Mr. Putin. And all you other cunt idiots. This cunt isn't your run-of-your-mill every 2,000 years. Fucking help these idiot consumers fucking evolve. He's not just some fucking ET. Although they've got their place to play. So put it to the test. I've had things said through me that someone takes a contract out on me, they're dead before the fucking ink dries. Well, I'm 67. I've had a fucking good life and I don't fear death. And I've got, apart from angels, if you follow me, there's quite a few physical angels that consider that I'm something special. Yeah. And they most certainly will hunt you down, you fucking filth. And they will fucking take you out. Yeah. They're all trained soldiers. And just as an afterthought, House angels, the genuine house angels, are God's fucking army. Yeah? Check them out. Another fucking fuck up, misleading, kiss my cunt ass, the media. Those cunts have got a lot to answer for. In fact, my next initiative or suggestion is that media the world wide over have to have a license to practice. And they infringe certain conditions, their license is suspended. We work out, we have an international body that decides. And my own thing, okay, and you can think it, bullshit merchants. They're liars, but somehow we've condoned it, and we need to perhaps look at that. Pig shit merchants are worse, but cunt shit merchants are fucking no-nos. Meaning if a collective decision is made that a certain news agency, whatever you want to call them, are perpetrating cunt shit, then their license is instantaneously suspended. And we can just take our own sweet time. Now, said to me, well, hold on, there are loads of innocent people working there, fine. News agencies and all the rest of it will have to take out a compulsory insurance policy. Yeah, that's right. And their insurance doesn't cover them, but covers their employees. Yeah, that's right. Now, of course, this will have to be expanded upon because, hypothetically, do we blame a reporter who brings in a story, but then the anchor above him decide, well, we'll embellish this a bit, right? So it's not as the reporter reported. So the reporter's a genuine reporter. He reported the facts and the truth as he saw it, or she saw it. But then the anchor that's the only word I can use, the higher ups, the fucking management, right, decide, well, we're going to embellish this because it ain't really exciting you. Yeah, they're the cunts that will be suspended, right? And as their company will not be able to operate for a period of time, and the employees have a perfect free right to go and join another agency, and their salaries are maintained until such time as they find another employment. And this is what the insurance will cover. It will protect, if you like, the workforce. But of course they will be assessed. You know, if they're not innocent, well, then they're suspended. Cannot work in news. Sorry. Because you're not a news reporter, you're fucking bullshit, cunt shit merchant. And once you're labelled as that, you'll be lucky if you get a job cleaning shit houses. It's a bit like that here, we lighten it up a bit. For some reason, I'll get out to dramatise them. I can't. Where's my wallet? Well, my horse here, man. Now, I've been coming to Thailand quite a few years, and I'll be careful, right? And any Scottish citizen can verify this. You try and get a Scottish pound note, you know, that's Clydesdale Bank, Scottish money, cashed. So in a sense, Thailand is doing its bit in the right direction. It's become general knowledge, and this is to the Bank of Scotland to sort your act out, that the Bank of Scotland apparently is used by the Russian mafia, fuck pig moron fucking shit cunts that they are, rare, 18 plus, to launder their money in. Now, I'm not happy with that. I am a proud Scottish citizen, and I don't want my bank that bears the name of my country being used by filth Russians. So I think the law needs to be looked at in the context that if a bank is being used to launder filth money, but if the bank comes clean and says, well, we've realised the error of our ways, we no longer intend to act and allow this Russian filth to use our bank, then there should be some leniency shown, and that the money that has been deposited by this Russian filth is either given to charity or to those that have been affected. So it will be like a charity. A charity set up, those that have been fucked by the Russian, whatever we call it, can make a claim. So the Bank of Scotland obviously releases these funds. They're put into a separate account, and they're openly available for people who have been hurt, you know, sex slaves, you name it, anyone that his life has been fucked by these fucking evil cunts, 18 plus, can claim it. Then, obviously, the Bank of Scotland's got off pretty light. There'll be no charges, but as long as they surrender all the money that is in or known or proven to be deposited by Russian filth. That's just my own nickname. You can call it whatever, Russian cunt shit merchants. I think would be quite a popular because they're liars, basically. Now, what does the Bible say about liars? Yeah, well, let's get biblical. Let's get biblical. Oh, yeah. Well, let me think. Seeing as I am a lay Baptist priest, what does the Bible say about liars? Well, I know what the indigenous people say. You speak with forked tongue, not part of their culture. And when I say we, whatever, Western man went over and started perpetrating lies, bullshit, right? it's got a nasty background. I'm losing the track a bit because we can go off on a tangent on that. Although I'm sure there are a few people that have taken up this cause. Our people have been illegally ripped off of their land, fraudulently ripped off of their land. What other word could we use? Given fucking shit low payment for their land. No, it's a one-sided agreement. Oh, there, Native Americans, there, tribesmen, the fucking Walla Walla and the Amazon and all the fucking rest of it. Yeah, we're going to give you about 50 cents a fucking acre. All right, yeah. And that land's rich in resources and deposits, and we're going to fuck up your forest, fuck up your thing, and you're going to end up with some shit piece of land. All right. No, it fucking ain't all right. Now that's another issue, and a big issue. The planet is ours. That's everybody's. And anybody who's seen to be deliberately exploiting people, and more importantly, directly involved with pollution, what are the names we use, exploiting the minerals, whatever, they've got to be held to account. Well, how you doing, Chinese? Ray, you had a nice little time when you invaded Tibet, didn't you? Ray. Not amused. Now, how do we get over to Tibet? Well, we do. I'm just flowing in the spirit. That's a major thing that needs to be put right. And that blessed man, the Dalai Lama, who to all of us puts us all to shame. Just turn it round. How would you feel? This is 18 plus. Some cunts come into your land with machine guns and fucking who knows what else and mow down monks, defenseless monks. Fucking kiss them off, fucking ass. These Chinese cunts have got a lot to fucking answer for. And why have they done it? Well, we can get into a discussion about that. They have improved the infrastructure of Tibet, built their railways and all the fucking rest of it. But they did also desecrate a lot of sacred and holy places. And they did whatever word you want to use. What word? Whoa. There's some beautiful women around here. But she's probably saying hello to her. But beautiful, really long black hair. I digress. So how would you feel? How would you feel? No direction, no money. Like Bob Dylan come in there for a bit of light entertainment. Some bastard fuck pig cunts come into your country. What would you word it? Well, the Tibetan army had a couple of old cannons, right? You know, to put it in perspective. No modern arms. They weren't into all of that shit. And these modern armed soldiers with machine guns and far superior weaponry come in, and there's footage of this, mow down, shoot in cold blood, whatever you want to call it, defenseless monks. And they're using the bullshit that they were exploiting the people. 18 plus, who the fuck do these cunts think they are? There's a thing called the International Court where things like this are supposed to be decided. Not some fuck pig chink bastard cunts, whatever you want to call them, would be an insult to the word cunt. Quite frankly, what you call them cunts? Oh, fuck off, man. They don't right. Rare, they're a lot worse than cunts. Yeah? Look at man. Bloody insult to people who are cunts. Yeah, So the people get a petition. Look, I was a fucking cunt and I don't want to admit it. But these cunts ain't cunts. No, you get honour amongst thieves. I ain't fucking sharing the sound with that cunt. I was a cunt, yeah, but these are fucking lower than cunts. Fucking demon seed or whatever, come up with a new concept. Filth of the devil, whatever. I say you will kiss my fucking ass, bastard. I ain't sharing the cell with you. Imagine. I ain't having that cunt in my cell because he ain't a cunt. Again, they come up with a new word. Honour amongst thieves. That's right. And I can give you living examples of that. You go to an average prisoner and some cunts put in there and it gets around for child sex abuse. Kiss them off fucking ass. They don't belong there. That's another fact. They are psychologically, mentally deranged and they do need help. But they shouldn't be put into a prison. Here, it's an insult to the prisoners. A prisoner generally, or a criminal, we'll use that label, through circumstances, and we could go into a whole 5-hour fucking discourse on that, but people come into your land and rob you of your land, and you're meant to scrape a living out of some shit land that's not worth 2 fucks. You're going to tell me you don't turn to crime? You've got starving children, and you've got fuck all, the land isn't worth fuck. You can't even grow vegetables there. There go, but by fortune go you I. And suppose also this person has a degree of honour and says, well, I'm not going to rip off my own people and I'm not going to rip off averagely poor people, but these fuck pig millionaires, I was going to fucking get in there and I was going to rip the fuck out of them. Yes, of course, sir. You can blame them. See, we get into a whole thing now. ISIS. Now, what I've seen and what I know is probably not a lot. I'm open to probably consider that the ISIS movement, Islamic, whatever you want to call them, 18 plus, as some kind of, dare I say it, justification for the brutal acts that they perpetrate. I mean, the act I saw, well, I just called down the power of the blood, right? Fight fire with fire. A young boy of 15 having his head chopped off because he was listening to some music. Okay? Now, if that isn't fucking warped, fuck me, kiss my ass, bollocks, cunt shit, I don't know what is. So some motherfuck cunts, again, what word? You can't even call them cunts. That's an insult to cunts. Yeah, that'd be the new thing. We don't call ISIS cunts because that's an insult to people that are cunts. We have to think up a new word for them. We can't even call them filth because even that's an insult to filth. Filth's got a function. Waste material, filth, right. Well, these are waste material, but somehow some kind of doctrinal beliefs justifies in their minds the absolute brutality, that's the only word that comes to mind, of a 15-year-old kid having his head chopped off because he listened to some music. God forbid. In fact, again, blessed Father God, in the name of Jesus Christ, in the name of Mary Magdalene, in the name of all the saints and prophets, I call down the power of the blood of Christ on all these people, whatever they call themselves, who perpetrate brutal acts of beheading people for such ridiculous crimes as listening to a type of music. I ask, blessed Father God, that divine justice pour down on all of these people's heads, and that the power unleashed when Jesus Christ shed his blood is now covering all of their heads, and that they are completely stripped of any power they may consider they have, that they go absolutely insane, and that they kill themselves. In the blessed name of Jesus Christ, in the blessed name of Mother Mary, in the blessed name of Mary Magdalene, in the blessed name of all the prophets who are sincere and genuine instruments of the light, let justice be done now. Called overtone. Again, I'm a Christian, I'm a Thai Baptist priest. Yeah, that's a Freudian slip. I'm a Thai Buddhist, and I'm a Tibetan Buddhist. Thai Buddhism, I have no name, but I've got photographs and witnesses to say that I've taken refuge within the Thai Buddhist tradition. A very famous photograph I've got, I'm coming out of the ancient capital of Thailand, which is, and surprisingly, many Thai people don't know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not talking about Bangkok. This is a very ancient capital of Thailand that's full of fantastic ruins. And any true Buddhist scholar will go there, and it's just mind-blowing, because they've left the foundations. So no cars you can walk for probably even miles through bona fide ruins of a bona fide ancient capital of Thailand. And you get elephants walking through. Okay, they're for tourists, but as you sweat back in time. You can go to riverside cafes, as we did, and you won't get ripped off. Here, there's no, they're Farangs ripping. 50 baht we paid for a complete nearly meal. I was so taken back that I insisted on giving a tip, and she insisted on giving me it back. Yeah, maybe I was trying to show off to my friends, who knows? I mean, we've all got a bit of ego. But they come back to me. I mean, it's no big secret for anyone. Oh, that woman is shite hot. Beautiful body, beautiful long hair. I mean, there's long hair and there's long hair. But she's probably with some sugar daddy up the road. And I ain't supposed to be looking at things like that. Oh, kiss some more fucking assy. Now, that's sort of taken out the sting of it, but that's what we can do. Okay, you think you're an agent of the light. You want to get rid of the darkness. Prayer, and prayer such as I just prayed now, is spiritual warfare. And I've been trained in that. I am, as I touch wood, a single celibate priest. Not married yet. And I've been trained in working with magic and all this other shit. Cosmic 18. Yeah. And I've been anointed with it, which is even different. Any idiot can get a book and any idiot can call down the power of the blood. But whether that prayer is going to be honoured, because what's behind every prayer? The angelic kingdom. They actually do the work. We can direct them. We can invoke them. But they are free. Maybe not quite true, I'm being told. Angels are assigned to avatars, to cosmic avatars, to whatever level you want to call it. And there is a degree of obedience. So I can't go and someone calls me a fucking idiot, cunt, bollock, and humiliates me in front of a lady friend, although that isn't how I live anyway. Well, you ain't gonna speak to me like that, I'll call down the blood, you can't. It's karmic. So if someone's called you that, you have deserved it on one level. And there are many ways to react to such an instance, and not just, well, I'm going to call down the angel king on you, cunt. That's fucking you, cunt to there, yo-yot. No. You don't, it's like tarot cards and all this, you don't abuse that. And if you do, you end up abusing yourself. So, yes, you call down the power of the blood when you come across real evil that we were talking about. People who are cutting kids' heads off for listening to music. You know, that could have been a conjectured video. Because I noticed when I did it, it's suddenly taken off instantaneously because it is a brutal act. It was a still photograph, but even so, it would have created a horrific response, people seeing it. A young kid bound up. I think he may have had a blindfold, but obviously was bound up, you know, because anyone would run. Public, a sort of open square and all people in black, you know, and it's obviously being filmed. Again, an act of terror that you break our little rules and you can end up being killed. Where's God in there? Oh, God's merciful. Of course, we all make mistakes, but the word God doesn't come to mind for someone who's listening to some kind of music. Maybe I'm biased. I love all music, as did Krishna love all music. And Krishna's is one of my, Krishna's, that's a slip, avataric influences. Been into the major religions, Krishna consciousness, Hinduism, Christianity, and Buddhism. And these three are often depicted together. You can see many old artworks, and it's Krishna, Buddha, and Jesus all holding hands. So there clearly is a link with these avatars. And who knows, because if you get into Krishna consciousness, they talk about avatars in the form of a fish. It's a lot more detailed and goes back a lot longer time. So if you really want to get into that, the Hindu scriptures are worth checking out. The Mahabharata and things like this. And the ancient scriptures of Krishna consciousness. Well, it isn't really that, but that's a modern name given to it. Oh yeah, it'd blow you away. Detailed information. You get into things like atomic energy's been discovered before. Yeah? And that's where the swastika comes in. because it's actually a symbol for the atom. So the knowledge of the atom has been known thousands, if not who knows, years before. It's a cycle. And it's pretty obvious that when we come to that point in our evolution, we are very close to being able to destroy ourselves. And yes, extraterrestrials do get a wee bit concerned because we're all one big conglomerate. You know, there's no such thing as the universe and that's it. We are all interconnected. And higher intelligences than us, extraterrestrials as a thing, are monitoring us. And that's all this stuff we go into that, Roswell and all this stuff. There have been attempts. And apparently, well, you ought to check out Mr. Wilcox. Got his name wrong now. David Wilcox, who is a reincarnation of Edgar Casey. Don't matter, but anyway. And here, filling all the gaps, there's a name given to this group of individuals that have hanged on to power and still wish to. And you go into things like Freemasonry and this sort of stuff, right? And they are a force for evil, obviously. They want power. And I've even been offered to join them. A little thing online, whether it's genuine or not, it doesn't matter. You know, certain person starts to demonstrate certain qualities and they are solicited. And it was quite blatant. How would you like ultimate fame, ultimate power, and ultimate financial whatever, money or whatever? And so it's the old joke, selling your soul to the devil. And there could be some truth in that. But the mantra that comes out behind all of this is God is in charge. Meaning certain other entities, whatever we want to label them, are given some kind of freedom to bring havoc or power, shall we say, abuse power, be the better way of putting it. And some of us, though, have been through extensive trials and tribulations, and we come out and blow them a trumpet now, and we do stand out. We are the life bringers. Now, I haven't really talked much about that because I don't actually know. I know I've been given the title of life bringer, and I know there's obviously been others, and I do know it's particularly special because I channel. And I was channeling stuff way back in the 70s that I didn't have a clue what it was. And in my naivety or innocence, I just handed it to the Findorn Foundation because to me they represented a forward place of truth. You know, there's other channels were connecting in there, and I did meet David Spangler. Now we go on a tangent on that because an empath, which is another concept I've been introduced to, can just touch someone and gain all their knowledge, all their wisdom, and all their ability as a channel, as an example. And I've touched David Spangler. And I've touched a few other people. I've touched whole volumes of knowledge. Empath again. The Zohar even promotes this. So when you get the 24-volume set of the Zohar, it introduced a concept called scanning. Here, very similar to the supermarket technology. So basically, simply put, You're not using your intellect to study this knowledge because you'd be there for the rest of your life, 24 volumes. But you can use your intuition. So you open the books and you scan from left to right, and you get yourself a book prop, as I did in the Elgin Library, and you're scanning it as quick as you like, and all that knowledge is being taken into your subconscious. In a very short time, you've done the whole 24 volumes, and you can read intellectually as well, you know, for a bit of it. It's amazing the sort of topics are in the volumes called the Zohar, as a matter of fact. But then that is, you can get a pocket Zohar, right? It's not the whole volume, but it said that all the troops were issued this. There's a lot of things to do with going back to the Second World War. Moroccan people, there was a group of, now what name would we call them? That's maybe I'm meant to forget, but people know what I'm talking about, who were students of the Zohar, but they were hanging out in Morocco. And this is a fact. The Desert Rat, whoever he was, I probably got that mixed up, wrong with the British, but the famous German commander of the desert troops turned up to speak and have a parley, call it what you will, with the king of Morocco. They didn't want any truck with Morocco, right? We've got other things, but they did want to find these bastards, as they saw it, Zohar students, which come from a nationality, but whatever. And the king is famously quoted, "There are only Moroccans here." Here. In other words, fuck off. You know, that's it. There's only Moroccans here. And he did fuck off. And he never attacked. And it said that was the power of the Zohar, to protect people. And the king obviously recognized the purity and the power of that teaching. Just one example. So you can surround yourself. You can get a pocket version of Zohar anyway. I've got one. I've got one here. There you go. Read. It's a blue book. And, was it Israeli? See, again, sometimes one is. You don't want to appear perfect. It's boring. Well, I would. Some cunt spouting it all out and every word perfect and that, fucking hell. So that is a Freudian slip, easily ascertained by anybody who's a student of these sort of scriptures. It may have been the Palestinians, but that's just off my head. And all the soldiers are issued with a copy of this small Zohar. And there have been miraculous stories similar to that ilk of them being survived and outwitting or being in the right place at the right time to avoid being massacred. And the Germans are all into this. Hence they used a lot of esoteric symbolism within their uniforms, and Adolf Hitler was. But right, 18, what a fucking cunt Hitler was. Well, that's even an insult to the word cunt. Fucking stocky little shit with his black little moustache and his black fucking balding head. Taking nice, we got long hair, okay? And we got blue eyes, okay? Which was the Aryan race. So what was this little dark-haired fuck with a stupid moustache? I mean, it's an insult to call him a cunt. It's an insult to cunts to call Adolf Hitler a cunt. Fucking hell. And where are all the people at? Cunt's got black hair. Cunt's got fucking hell. Tell me about it. we believe anything or can do. And we just very discreetly oversee that. Oh, well, he got black hair, but probably dyed it, you know. Got a stupid moustache, and he's a runt of a little cunt. And not what you call a macho, virile, Aryan race. Well, there you go. Any cunt can get hold, and he's not a cunt, right? Can get hold of the teaching just to prove the point. Intellectually, he might have got hold of the esoteric knowledge. Obviously, familiar with things. You know, the swastika is a symbol for the atom, get it? The skull and crossbones goes way back to the early pirates, who were people that rescued the wealth that was ripped off from South America. Cortez, the killer, Neil Young. That's all about the exploitation of that beautiful people who are far advanced for us. If you listen to the lyrics of that are open your mind up. Cortez, the killer, Neil Young. And the gold and how they were tricked. Despicable. Wasn't a fair fight. They won the King's trust, and then they held a knife to the King's throat, as it said, and all the army was told by the King to put their weapons down. Then they were slaughtered in cold blood, and then finally the King was slaughtered. And then they just rifted and vandalised, whatever, raped, pillaged, whatever, and stole all their golden artifacts. But it's the original pirates who is believed to be the Knights Templar. See, again, a spiritual order that realised this wasn't on, that liberated the gold, and a lot of it, funny enough, was brought to Scotland. Interesting. And that the famous, which my house is named after, we're going to get a few speculators now, but it's all interconnected. Right, my house is called Roslyn Cottage. Yeah, in Laird. I can say it now because I'm not there. People can see it. Yeah, 6 St Andrews Road. Yeah, Laird. Yeah, a Welsh name going back thousands of years. Stonehenge, this sort of ilk, there are people civilised or living there. It's full of stone circles. And again, it stands out. It's not a Scottish name. But for some reason, people chose to settle there and build their stone circles and all the rest before the other civilization. Again, I'm not a student of that, but people there are, and they can verify it. So nothing's accidental, and my home is named after Roslyn Chapel. To finish the spiel, Roslyn Chapel was one of the places that was set up with the funds that were liberated from Cortez, if you like, or the Spanish or Portuguese, right? And they were the pirates. And they had special techniques. They'd sail right up to the ship, which is loaded with gold. So really slow. And a lot of them did just give up because they'd have been blown to bits and sunk. And they did, and the gold was re-liberated. And that gold, again, some of it ended up in Scotland. And that's your Roslyn Chapel collection. And that there's said there's billions. Or it's even said Hitler did somehow get hold of some of this gold and it's stashed. You know, it could be myth, it could be what. Because they certainly did rip off all the paintings and everything. Again, that's where they were at. Get it? Go to France and it was all the Louvre and all the oil paintings that they were bothered about. Yeah, again, power, money. and that these people have a name. And they come from all over the world, you know, it can be French, German, Chinese, right? And Mr. Wilcox will give you that name. I am being guided again to put you over, because Mr. Wilcox is a wealth of information about this sort of thing. And it's a plug for him, yeah. GaiiTV. So it's an internet come TV provider. I think you pay about 99 pence or something worldwide, and you can watch videos till they come out of your arse, but all educational, about esoteric subjects, the whole shebang. And it's the best way to educate yourself. Forget reading books. You watch a 2-hour movie about such things and you're going to assimilate, and it's going to trigger, again, that gets all in your subconscious, far more than studying this book. And that's why GaiiTV's come into being. I mean, I could go on and on, you know, extraterrestrials, GaiiTV, Rosicrucians, GaiiTV, later psychics, GaiiTV. It's there. And it will open you up and even give you perhaps a whole new direction to follow in your life. Because it's within you. It's just triggered within you. You see something, fucking hell. That's me sort of thing. You can relate to it because it's all in the subconscious. Everything's stored. Whatever experience, whatever incarnation you've been through is there. And if it needs to be triggered, opened up so you can get some direction in this life, all well and good. Black unicorn's going to be in there somewhere. Yeah, if you're seeing this, mate, it's Graham Lifebringer, Laird Graham Lifebringer, and we've had a few meetings online. Have you got any gen on the black unicorn? I'd love to hear from you. Fucking hell. Fireworks, I think. Yeah, it is. It's going to be a big do. Yeah. Big, yeah. Big, no sleepy tonight. Big fireworks. Right. I'd love to hear from you, mate. Obviously, I know you're a busy man, and I'm doing my... well then I'll give this to you. If you can help me find work in endorsing, because this is a new thing that's just happened to me, but they didn't have any money. But for some reason, I'm getting a bit of a celebrity because I was singled out and asked, would I like this page? But it was actually a Ghanaian African safari company, right? So I went there and I moved in the spirit, and that's what I said. This is what the spirit's telling me to say, and it's a very complimentary thing. It said these people have a natural love of people and also animals. If you share this viewpoint, then you will get on very well with them, and decide it. Laird, Graham Clark, Lifebringer. But I, thinking this through, this could be a means for me to generate money by endorsing things. So if you know anything, company, whatever, that would be prepared to give us a little bit of money to endorse it, of course I will endorse it. How can I put it? There'll be no bullshit. If I think they're crap, I won't endorse them. Great. Because I've got to get together 600 quid and I'm down to selling personal possessions. I might not have to do it. See, again, if you've got any psychics who are really shite hot, I've used my pendulum and I've got a positive reading. This is genuine. I've supposedly won £500,000, mate, on the Facebook lottery, and I've done a lot of stuff about it. But I'm getting positive. Now, it could be my old dad behind it, because my dad used to say, give them enough rope to hang themselves, Graham. It meaning, even if you are being scanned, continue, but kick up, which I have done. I've kicked up at Facebook. Something needs to be done about these bastards, and I'm prepared to cooperate, and you just guarantee that any money I've paid, I'll get reimbursed. Don't say they guarantee the lottery winning, but that. Fair dues. So if you get to hear, see, smell, touch, which you will do if you're meant to, very much appreciate. You can get me on Messenger, again on Facebook. I've got an email address, gamper77@gmail.com, and it'll all be discreet. A, is the lottery genuine? B, any tips about how I can perhaps continue to make my livelihood by endorsing things? I'm also a comedian. Well, yeah. If you go on to Freudian slip, if you go onto YouTube and you enter my full name, which is Laird Graham Clark Lifebringer, you will be directed to nearly 100 videos I've done covering esoteric. That's how we've connected as well. But if you can assist in that direction, I need people who do find my material funny and can get me work. And I pay. I say, well, that's a layoff. It's not suspected. 15% commission and 10% is tithed. Oh, yeah, you start off on the right bit. So anyone who can get me work, whether it's a personal appearance, endorsements, whatever, will get 15%. I don't even call it yet. Any way you can assist me to generate money, 15% will be given to you, or anything you nominate, and 10% will be tithed. So again, going to the universal charitable fund, that'd be brilliant. Because I think you're about the end of the road for me now. As you see, this says, I'm even down to selling my own wedding presents. I was about to get married. I've got a MacBook Air 2017 and that, but of course you do that. But it's only gone an hour, great. So anybody who sees this and happens to have contacts with David Wilcox, knows about GaiiTV, you might even just be a watcher of it, please relate this, forward it. In fact, I can do that in a minute as well. Bust have a wee finish. If there's a possible Facebook connection to Gaia, I can redirect this video there. But anyone else is more than welcome as well. So I'm going to end this.